In this season, the goals, the aspirations are still alive, and we are looking forward to this one here in Week 10 of our coverage of EA Sports College Football. It's the Temple Owls and the Navy Midshipmen. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Home of some of the most iconic college football games in history. Navy Marine Corps Memorial Stadium in Annapolis, Maryland has seen so many games between Navy, Army, Air Force. This is a beautiful space and a very unique campus in Annapolis, Maryland. Guys?
Appreciate that, Holly. Temple about to kick it off and get this game underway. He'll bring it out. It's Smith. And he coughs it up inside the 20. A rather inauspicious start, but a golden opportunity after the turnover.
You just can't have that happen if you're on the return team. You know if you lose the football now, you're giving the other offense the ball back deep in your own end. Simply can't happen.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. So they were getting up against the play clock, and they don't want the penalty. They'll take the timeout here. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. This offense has it with really good field position. He's got it on the right. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3.
Throws a nice completion there for a first down. This guy has been the biggest key to this team's success all season long. He's shown up in big moments. He's won big games. He's putting up big numbers, and that's why he's in the discussion to win the Heisman Trophy.
Temple will line up with a 1st and goal. Wide receiver comes in motion. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Owls.
And that's a great job by the QB using his legs. David, how many times this year have we seen that? This guy already has over 1,000 yards rushing coming into this game. Defenses know that he's going to do this, and still they're unable to stop him. Speed is something you simply cannot coach, and you may have it diagrammed perfectly on the board and guys in position to stop it, but that speed, man, it just changes everything.
And I think you can't simulate it either. To find that kind of speed at the quarterback spot like you practice against your scout team, but when you see it, it's a different animal. And you saw him take off, and no one could get to him. But this offense, it's built around him and his playmaking ability, and the defense got an up-close and personal look right there on that first drive.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Bryant. Got it across the 20 and out to the 23. A pickup of 4. Guys, we have a second here to talk about Navy. For a lot of schools facing the hill they climb, you have to work the portal. But don't sleep on the high school recruiting either, David. They got a good 3-star running back just this past week.
Yeah, and you create some excitement. You create some momentum. These are the kind of guys that, man, they come in right away. They got a chance to play. Like, you're telling them the future's going to be bright. We're trying to build something special. We just need you.
Dropping back, it's Woodson. Throws to the wideout. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
And as an offense, you want to stay aggressive. You want to keep calling these downfield shots. I know you didn't complete that one, but you want to send a clear message. You're trying to take the top off this defense. You keep calling downfield shots. You soften up the coverage. You get those safeties playing deep. That's going to open up your running game later on.
Stop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
This is an interesting decision now for the head coach. You're trailing very early in the game, and there's a lot of football left. But you're in a situation where you could go for it here and try and answer after your defense gave up that touchdown on the opening drive.
Makes the catch at the 30. Slips through the line. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. The Owls offense comes out ready to go to work. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. They'll start this drive going to the air. Stepping to the right. He'll get rid of it. A strike downfield. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
And this offense is built around this dude. I mean, he is sensational. He's been so fun to watch, like play, pitch, and catch, spread the ball around, complete and total command of the offense, and that's why he's putting up big numbers, and that's why he's got a real chance to go to New York and try to win that Heisman Trophy.
I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
The Owls with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Caught behind the line. It's Mason. Finds a crease at the 20. Couldn't quite get it into the end zone. He goes out of bounds at the 3, but they are in business.
Well, late in the year, this guy is square in the middle of the Heisman Trophy discussion because of his performance. He throws a nice completion there for a first down, but it's been week in, week out. Big moments. He's led this team to a ton of wins. He is their best player.
They've really got this offense humming. Just the 4th play of the drive, and it's 1st and goal. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Temple!
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And Navy will go back on the attack. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Looking to throw, it's Woodson. Unloads to the right. Tosses it incomplete.
At this point, trailing by a lot, the defense is expecting you to throw it. If you're going to throw over the middle of the field, the window's going to open and close quickly. You got to have better timing to complete that throw. They just didn't have it there.
So now it's 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Punch it out of the air. At the 35, he's open. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there.
Okay, here's the bad news. They're down by a lot of points really early in this game in the first quarter. The good news is there's a lot of football left. The better news, they finally get a big play through the air. That's the kind of play that can spark some confidence and completely turn this thing around. They got to keep that up.
The run inside. It's Bryant. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Second down, he'll throw it. Finds his man. It's Bryant. And they knocked him down, but he got past the line to gain.
Well, it's a great job by the quarterback there, understanding you're being blitzed. You know you're not going to be able to hold on to it very long, so find the back. Get it into his hands quickly. Let him go pick up the first.
On the run, it's Bryant. Able to pick his way forward for a decent gain before the defense gets him down.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
Here comes Navy back to the line after picking up the first down. Back to pass, it's Woodson. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And he needed a little bit wider field as that one falls out of bounds.
I know it was incomplete, but I'm okay with it. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm going to keep taking shots down the field. I'm going to make him honor that deep ball. I'll hit some of those before the game's over.
They're dealing with a second and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. He's open on the right. Navy operating with a fresh set of downs after that last completion. They're in the red zone and they'll pass it. He caught it. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. The midshipmen move the sticks with that powerful running game. With the run on first and goal. And he's in! Touchdown, Navy!
That's a nice job by the offense there in their second drive. I know in the opening possession you go 3 and out, you're scratching your head. That didn't obviously go the way you wanted to, but a good job of sort of collecting yourselves, going through the next couple play calls and making sure everybody's back on the same page. We saw this offense, David, on this drive really be in sync and finally find the rhythm.
You got to like the answers, right? Like sometimes you come out, sometimes you're situated and you're ready to rock and roll and it comes out hot. Sometimes it doesn't, but I like the response. The defense does their job, gets them the football back. They come out, execute. Nice job getting on the scoreboard.
And that was not what they had in mind as the kickoff sails out of bounds. So the decision has been made and the coach will take the penalty. From the gun, the running back has it. Pickup of 8, it's now 2nd and 2.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
They're looking to throw on 2nd and short. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. And we take a look at how these quarterbacks are doing so far. They flipped into the field and we're ready to play. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. He wants to throw it. Dumps it off in the flats. There he goes. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44.
It's really nice to be a quarterback in today's football when running backs are basically wide receivers. Not only can you split them out, you keep them at running back, nothing open, I dump it to him. Look at that. He makes a big play for me.
It's 1st and 10 from the 44-yard line. Moving away from pressure. Got a first down. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28.
And this QB, man, how about it? It's a pass play. He's dropping back to pass. He realizes it's man-to-man, and as they start to chase their guys down the field, well, nobody's got me, and I can just take off, and I've got speed. He chews up ground so easy, so frustrating for a defense to have.
Snags it, and there's running room. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense, coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
Grabbed behind the line, it's Mason. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Going for 6. Touchdown, Owls. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
What a fantastic route that time. If you're going to be able to throw the ball down in this area of the field where the windows close so quickly, you have got to be precise with the route running, and that's what happened right there. That's an easy connection between the QB and his target for the score.
And he's going to bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. And the midshipman offense making its way back onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Keep it on the ground. Into a mass of giant bodies. We'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24.
Well, I think the defense is expecting here on 3rd down that this running back's going to get it again. Got it on 1st, had a nice carry, got it on 2nd. Now he set him up in 3rd and short. You've got to be physical here and make sure this guy goes backwards.
Back to throw, it's Woodson. It's complete to the right. Maybe some room here. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line.
And this can happen on those 3rd and shorts, man. A lot of times, everybody expecting run, ball out, receiver making the play. That's all you got to do, man. Break a few tackles. All of a sudden, you turn a quick throw into a big gain, and that's a big 3rd down conversion.
Taken in by Smith on the right side. Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23.
Well, this team found themselves in a hole really quickly. Good things need to start happening, and they got to happen now. There's a big play that the offense desperately needed. A big pitch and catch. That's going to give them some confidence. That hopefully shifts the momentum their way a little bit, but they've got to cap this off now with a touchdown cut into their opponent's lead.
Touchdown, midshipman! Made the grab in the end zone for the score. PAT unit on the field. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish it off with a touchdown toss from the 23. From inside his own 15, looking for room. And he'll be stopped. Return gets it out across the 25, stopped at the 26. The Owl offense is out there to get this drive underway. Everything's been working so far. They've had it 3 times, reached the end zone on each occasion, and now they're back to work. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Now sliding to his left. Trying to scramble his way free, but that defense does a great job, and there's no gain on the play.
I love it. The defense brings extra bodies near the line of scrimmage. They choose to blitz, get to him, try to speed up the processor just a little bit, force the scramble, no damage done. Nice job by this defense making him think really quickly and make a decision.
Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. He's looking to pass. Complete. Still running at the 40. And he's got plenty for the 1st down, and now they'll have a chance to get their thoughts together coming out of the 2-minute timeout. And the Owls come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Gives it on the option. Pickup of 5. It's now 2nd and 5.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And those aren't the guys I'm leaving open on defense. These slot wide receivers, they've got the space in the middle of the field to work. I got to make sure that I got somebody inside of him. I got somebody outside of him. I can't give him the football because a lot of times these guys, they're good with it after the catch. They got that quickness. They got that speed, and he showed some of it there.
And he dropped it. Just didn't look the thing all the way in.
I think a really big key in the RPO game is having really good rhythm and timing. Offense didn't have it there, and that's why it falls incomplete.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. This one's complete. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a bigger gain.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the 1st, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the 3rd down manageable. Really putting this offense in a good position.
Finds his tight end. They are on the move as they pick up the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 28. Timeout taken by the offense. It's their 2nd. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this 1st half. The Owls come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Looking downfield on 1st down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Chase. Breaks in. Got some room. Headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Owls. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
You know, there's so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with the lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
Yeah, and let's finish this half now. Now, we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time, so get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and the score comes on a touchdown pass covering 28 yards.
Number 7, set to kick it off.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. To the air, it's Woodson. Bringing the heat, and down he goes.
And he gets home again, continuing his production. Last week, 2 sacks. This week, already a sack in the first half. This guy has been on a sack terror.
Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Navy will try to fight its way out of this hole here on second down. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. It's complete. No chance to run, but they still move it forward. Timeout taken by the offense. It's their second. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. On third down, he drops to throw. Looking deep down the right side. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on.
But, guys, they're not sending the punt team out there. They're going to go for it. This is a huge risk, and, man, if it backfires, they're in trouble. On fourth down, they'll throw for it. He's not afraid to go deep. Can't hook up on the long throw, and fourth down goes by the boards for this offense.
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive. You want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out and you get an opportunity in the first half to go for it on fourth down. You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense in a bad situation early in this game where you're going to have to try to find a way to get a stop and create some momentum.
Navy, 14.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Running inside, it's Bryant. And he's able to get some positive yardage before he's brought down, and that'll bring us to halftime. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Interesting first half, fellas, and an eye-opening day here in Week 10 on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. Let's start with Cincinnati taking on the number 7 team, the Houston Cougars.
Looking to throw on first down. Oh, they're after him. On the run, deep down the right side. Throw to the sideline, and it's complete, and they've got a big play.
This offense not wasting any time. First play of the third quarter, and they're aggressive, taking a shot. You know they had some conversations in the locker room at halftime. How can we get a big one right out of the gate? Defense isn't going to be expecting it. They took the shot, they hit it, and this offense is home.
Using his feet. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7.
And, man, we were watching the tape coming into this game, and we saw this dude's ability, man. Now he's over 1,000 rushing. So it's not just as a quarterback throwing the football down the field. The ability to be dynamic with his legs, make big plays. He'll have us up here all game.
Makes the grab in their space. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Chase. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Well, I understand what the quarterback's trying to do. He's trying to get it to his playmaker out there quickly in space, but I don't think he anticipated the linebacker beelining the way he did. It was almost as if the linebacker knew where the QB...
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
Haven't seen a lot of that in this game so far. This offense has been clicking on all cylinders, lighting up the scoreboard. High level of execution. They were looking good on this drive until that play right there. And finally, the defense is able to make something positive happen from themselves on a critical third down.
They'll move the wide receiver. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. A shot toward the end zone. Oh, it's picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Wide receiver going in motion. Off the play fake on first down. Fires to the right. Open on the right side, that's Smith. He's into plus territory, knocked out of bounds after the nice game. Mark it at the 47.
And man coverage, when they get up in your face, they make things hard. You want to be able to attack the whole field and get them leaning one direction and then break outside like you did there. Nice out route connection, nice chemistry between quarterback and wide receiver.
Unloads to the wideout. Got a man, it's Hutchinson.
And obviously trailing in this football game now in the second half. This is exactly what they talked about at halftime. We've got to create some explosive plays in the passing game. They're going to need a lot of this, and the defense is fully aware that they're going to throw the football. But that's a great start to this second half.
Snagged out of the air.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm now.
Motion from the wideout. Wants to throw. It's Woodson. Fires to the wideout. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Good play call offensively, and that's the right place to go with the football if you're the quarterback, but just a better job by the defender knocking that ball down.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Fires to the middle. Another incompletion on third down.
Defense has the lead in the second half. Expect to see a lot of zone coverage. It's going to be tight. It's going to be hard to fit these footballs in, especially when you're throwing in the middle of the field like they were right there as the ball falls incomplete.
Trailing by multiple possessions in the third and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on fourth down. Trying to get it to the marker. And he did not make it. The defense standing tall against the run.
Hey, if you're going to go for it on fourth down and you decide to run the football, you've got to be sure up front that you're going to win in the trenches. They didn't get it done that time. They need to be more physical moving forward if they're going to try to do that again in the same type of situation in this game.
Oh, he's got some space. The 30. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Owls. And the route is on. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
And that's the danger on defense about playing this guy. You've got to keep him in the pocket. If you let him get outside, he can hurt you throwing it, or he can take off and kill you. And that's what he did right there. Moving forward, they have got to do a better job containing this QB.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. They couldn't draw up a drive better than that one. Just gashed them for the big play in the running game. One snap, one touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here comes the Navy offense, ready to go on the attack. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point of the game, David, they've got to score on this drive. Obviously, their defense needs to get stops, but at this point, offensively, they've got to execute much better.
They got to be super aggressive. Down 24, you're going to need 3 touchdowns, 3 two-point conversions, everything to kind of go your way. So fast and throwing the football.
Looking downfield, it's Woodson. Finds his man.
You complete some of these hitch throws early, you're setting up the hitch and go. Later on, you can pump fake that, and then the receiver can pirouette right up the sideline. That might be a home run play for the offense.
The midshipman could get really aggressive here on second and short. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Bryant. Tackled at the 45 after a 5-yard pickup.
This is an offense, guys, that really believes in physicality, and that's their identity. So running the ball on second down, no problem for them.
Here comes Navy back to the line after picking up the first down. They'll give it to him again. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not in. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
With the catch, it's Bryant. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup. Navy operating with a fresh set of downs after that last completion. Takes the handoff. It's Bryant.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the third quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
And if I'm this defense moving forward, man, I'm going to start thinking about, like, this is the guy. That they keep featuring him. I've got to take him out of the game. I got to find a way to double him. I got to find a way on third down to make sure this doesn't happen. This offense continues to run through him, and he continues to be successful.
Well, they're trying to attack the middle of the field. That time, the ball a little too high for his wide receiver, and it falls incomplete.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. To the air, it's Woodson. Fires to the right. Got his man. Touchdown, Navy! Into the end zone for 6.
Why not double the try total and go for 2?
From the gun, looking for a man. Intercepted, number 19.
I love the coverage by the defense right here. Great job getting up in their space. Nothing easy down here for a 2-point conversion. The interception was just gravy.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Got his man on the right. At the 40, there he goes. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46. And the Owls peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. Looking to throw on first down. Quarterback floating away from pressure. And they make the tackle, but it'll be enough for a first down, and we'll see if they get another play off here in the third. This game is all but officially a wrap as we take a look at the top 25 late in the season. Time running short if teams want to make their move in the rankings. Our final quarter is on deck, and it looks as if they are ready to go. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Could be an alley. Gets down, and like they say, touchdown first.